everyone, my name is Hurd and this is my persuasive speech reflection video blog. So my persuasive speech was on the serious repercussions that indoor tanning can have on a person's health. So basically I explained that indoor tanning can cause skin cancer, DNA damage, and it can even lead to addiction. So I felt pretty good about my presentation. I was a little nervous because I get super nervous when I have to do anything in front of a crowd. So that was kind of nerve-wracking, even though it was through people. It still makes me nervous. I could have been smoother. I was a little jerky because I think that my heart gets really fast when I do speeches. And so I think I was just nervous. So I could have been smoother, more relaxed, but I mean, it's getting better. So by the next one, I'll be like golden. So for my ethos, I made sure that I wore appropriate clothing. I wore a black shirt and a patterned skirt, so that so that I wasn't too patterned and it wasn't crazy and everybody was paying attention to what I was talking about instead of what I was wearing. In terms of my audience, I made sure that I was talking to them the way that I would want to be talked to, so not as though I was a professional so that I felt bad that I didn't know what they were talking about, but also explaining any terms that they may not know, and basically talking to them like they were teens or adults, because I had both of those in my audience, and I wanted to make them feel comfortable. So I definitely defined, I had a couple medical terms, so I defined those, but made sure to talk to them like they were adults. For this, I used a video camera. It was actually dead when I got it, but that's okay. I just plugged it in. It was fine. And it was also had a small screen. So my third member that was watching, the audience member, didn't actually fit in the screen. So he started the video camera for me and then walked in front of the screen so that everybody knew that he was there. So there was 3 people watching me. You just couldn't see him while I was talking. But I mean, it was fine. It could have been a little clearer, I thought, but hey, it got done. So, and you can see everybody. So, I mean, what can you do? For like the organization, I don't know why it is, but I have such an issue repeating myself. I just want to like go on to the next topic, and you can't do that. You gotta talk. Anyway, so I have a hard time repeating myself. That's one thing that I find confusing, and just I have to like continually remind myself in my head, you have to repeat this. So that I remember, but I mean, it's better than last time, and so hopefully next time I'll be like super fast at it and remember it every single time, so that'll be good. Like I said, I considered my audience when I explained all the medical terms. They weren't doctors, so they wouldn't know all the things, and you wouldn't want them to feel uncomfortable watching you, because then they definitely wouldn't be persuaded, because they'd be concentrating on trying to figure out what you were talking about, and when they didn't get it, they'd be like, what's this girl talking about? So I definitely considered them when I defined all of my terms and made sure that they felt comfortable, and yep. So for I think my strongest persuasive element of my speech was definitely mentioning that indoor tanning can cause skin cancer. Anytime anybody hears cancer in general, they just like start listening. And nobody wants to get cancer. It's horrible. So yeah, I think that was definitely persuasive. I mean, people hear it all the time, indoor tanning causes skin cancer, but I gave evidence and I cited all my sources, and I made sure that it was all, evidence and actual facts instead of just me talking. So yeah, I think that was definitely one of my strongest points. Also, the fact that I threw in something that people don't know, like DNA damage. Most people don't know that indoor tanning can cause that. So I think that was definitely persuasive. In terms of my logos, I made sure everything was organized. I didn't jump from subject to subject and go back to a previous subject. I made sure everything was organized. I provided, clear evidence, and I cited all my sources. So that was pretty important, I thought. One thing that was really handy in our book was chapter 13 on persuasive speeches. It was that hostile audience section that I think we had to do a discussion board on it. Anyway, yeah, that hostile audience, because that was really interesting, because obviously the people I was talking to, they weren't all for stopping indoor tanning. I was persuading them, So it was really nice to be able to like gauge the crowd and know, okay, they're really getting tense, they're not liking this, let's become more enthusiastic or more friendly. It was interesting to be able to read that. So thank you, and this is my video blog.